All right, here's some great questions when it comes to factoring. Let me just rewrite the question. So 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. And the question is to factor this. So in the end, what I'm wanting to get is something times something. Okay, so a couple questions then. For the first thing, if we try and guess and check, so if we're guessing and checking how to factor this, with guess and check, you see a quadratic, and so you think, okay, that can split into two brackets. And then when I'm guessing and checking, I take this first number and I split it. So there's only really one way to split that, because you could go, I guess you could go 3x squared and 1, or 3x times x, or x times 3x. These last two here, it doesn't matter the order of those, so they're really the same. So just from experience, I typically would pick this one, or the second one. So I'm going to put a 3x here and an x there. And I do that because I know that if I multiply this times this, 3x times x, that'll give me 3x squared, and that's the first term. Okay, so I'm guessing and checking. So I guessed 3x and an x. If I multiply that, I get 3x squared. So at least I get the first term. Then the next thing I want to do is take a look at this last number. It's negative 8, and find all the different factors of negative 8. And here they are right here. So 4, negative 2, negative 4, 2, negative 1, 8, negative 8, and 1. And so each of those pairs of numbers I can put in to here. And the question down here is an excellent one, because how do you know if you're going to use the 4 and the 2? How do I know that I put a 4 here and a 2 there versus putting a 2 here and a 4 there? Well, you don't really know to begin with, because you're just guessing and then checking. So it doesn't really matter which one you start with, because you have to check to see if it works or not. So let's try a minus 4 here and a plus 2 there. Hopefully I didn't guess it right. Okay, so now I've just guessed those, and now I'm going to check to see if it's right. So 3x times x, we know that's 3x squared. 3x times 2 is a positive 6x. And then if I go negative 4 times x, that's negative 4x. And negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Notice that for sure, I always get the first term and the last term correct. But it's always the middle term I have to worry about. Okay, so I put a 6, or 4, negative 4 and 2. When I came up, I get 6x minus 4. I'm just looking at that because 6 plus 4 is 10. It'd be real nice if that was 10. Looks like I forgot to put an x there. It'd be real nice if it was 10, but if I'm following my signs correctly, 6x minus 4x is correct, and that'd be 2x. Therefore, my first guess is wrong. So let's try another one. So if I have 3x and, did I multiply that right? I think so. 3x and then an x. So I tried a minus 4 and a 2. So why don't I try a 2 here and a 4 there? For picking signs, let's just go with a minus and a plus. So again, I'm guessing. So 3x times x, 3x squared. Knew I'd get that right. 3x times 4 is a positive 12x. And minus 2 times x is a minus 2x. Minus 2 times 4 is a minus 8. Again, I know I'm going to get those two right because I've split those numbers up. But it's this middle one that I'm looking for. 12 minus 2 gives me a positive 10x. If I look above, that's what I should get. Therefore, I guessed correctly. It took me 2 guesses, but I got that one correct. Okay, so when you guess and check, like your question here, how do you know which order to put them in? It's an excellent question. You don't really know. So you just plug the numbers in and then check to see if they turn out. And if they don't turn out, like this one came out to a 2x, 3x squared plus 2x minus 8, and that's not the same as the top. Therefore, that whole guess is out. And I'll guess another one. So that's guess and check. Let me just take a minute and show you how to do the AC method with that too. And again, neither of these methods are better than the other. They both come up, hopefully if you do them correctly, they'll come up to the same answer. For me, I've done guess and checking for a long time, and so I'm just a bit more proficient at that. But some students like AC because there's no guessing. It's just all, you do this, you do this, you do this, you're done. Let me show you those do this things. So if you're doing the AC method, you'd multiply this term that's at the first, we call that an A, by the last term that doesn't have an X in it. So A times B. So A times B, 3 times -4 is negative, 3 times -8 is -24. So I'm looking for two numbers. They need to multiply to -24, and they need to have a sum or difference. When you add them together, it needs to come out to a positive 10. Okay, so -4 or -24. So let's try 8 times 3, 8 times -3. But when I add those, I get a 5. Yeah, I'm not getting a 10 out of that. 10. How about positive 12 times a -2? 12 times -2 is -24, and 12 plus a -2 gives me 10. Those are my numbers right there. Now, I don't just slot those in brackets. What I have to do is I have to split this middle term and make it those. Put those numbers in instead. So 3x squared, instead of the plus 10x, I'm going to go plus 12x minus 2x. Notice that 12 minus 2 does give me 10. So I'm not changing the quality of the expression. I'm just rewriting it so that I can factor it. Okay, minus 8. Okay, now I do group factoring. So I take this group and do a common factor. Then I'll take this group, and do a common factor. Out of the first two, I think I can take a 3x, and that will leave me with an x plus 4. Out of the next ones, I can take a -2 out. Always if the sign is negative, take a negative out. So -2 out. When I divide both these by -2, that's what I'm doing in my head, I'll get a positive x. -8 divided by -2 is a positive 4. Now, as long as this and this match, then I can continue. So then I have a term here and a term here. Each term has an x plus 4. So I can factor that x plus 4 out front. When I take it out of there, I'm left with a 3x. When I take it out of there, I'm left with a -2. And notice that that is the same answer as I got up there. According to the commutative law, that where order doesn't matter, this, writing it like this, is the same as writing it like that, as long as you keep the factors identical. All right, hopefully that helps you with that factoring question.